Hi, this is Professor Mike Ch04, and this is a hopefully quick tutorial on the first real lesson that you're going to be working with JavaScript from the textbook that we're using for WEB115. So I'm going to start off, I've got the data files open on my laptop computer. Notice that I've just got it in a directory, WEB115, textbook data files. We're working out of Chapter 4 for Module 3. And I'm going to go to the Ch04 folder that I've already unzipped from the zip file. So I'm going to go back to Chapter 4, go to Ch04. Now, if we look at Project 01, this doesn't match up with what the textbook is talking about. It's going directly to the Ch04 file, and that's found in the chapter directory. And also notice that for whatever reason, and it may be due to security issues, that's a real problem in this day and age with moving active files around. So what I'm going to do to match up to the book, even though he mentions this in step 2 in the textbook, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the underscore text, and also on the JavaScript file, the JS file, do the same thing. And that's that as far as the files go. Now, what I'm going to be using for this demonstration is Visual Studio Code. So I'm going to open a folder and then again go to that directory that I was just in, which I've got all my Wake Tech work, WEB115, textbook data files, Chapter 4. So I'm going to open up the Ch04. That way, what's nice about this is when I hit select folder, Visual Studio Code is going to open up all those folders. Now, what I should have probably done is point to the chapter file within that. So I'm going to go ahead and close the folder. Go back and open the folder. Okay, so there we are. Now, one of the things I want to mention when using Visual Studio Code is the extensions that are out there. And one of the ones that I find invaluable when working with web files, web development, is to have a server available locally. And I use I'm going to open up extensions, and this is all my installed extensions here on the left hand column. Notice this one at the bottom, live server. This is really, really important to have on your system, so I highly recommend that you install that extension, because I'll show you what I'll show you what that allows me to do. So I'm going to go back to my folders. If I select, get rid of that. Okay, here's my HTML file for this project. And if I right click that, the top thing that comes up is Open with Live Server. If I click that, it goes to my default browser and opens up the files. Now, the issue with this, let me see, make this fit the screen a little bit. Okay. So what this is, a farm equipment website. So what you're going to do is say put in 500 acres. We're going to do wheat. I'm going to put 5 months out of the year, biodiesel, and nothing happens. And that's what we're going to fix, because right now the JavaScript isn't hooked up quite right. So we're going to work, that's your project basically, to work for this book example, is to work through that. So I'm going to go ahead and close this. And then now one of the first things you have to do when you open these new files is go ahead and add this information so we know who's submitting it. And for this next week, the due date is September 4th, 2024. Okay, so what we're looking at is Ch04.js is referenced. It's also got a defer. If you've never worked with JavaScript, one of the things that you run into a slight problem with, especially in the more complex world we're in now, is you want the JavaScript to hold off executing until the entire web page is loaded. That's not such a problem with this particular example because the page isn't that big. So, but we need to use the defer just to get used to doing that. So we've already looked at the browser, that's step 4. And we've also tried filling out the form itself. So we need to open up the Ch04 JavaScript. Okay, already there's some errors showing up here. And I'm going to go ahead and make this a little larger just so that it shows up better. As you can see on the right hand edge of Visual Code, you've got all these places where there are errors. So we need to go through and fix all of these. So, and for instance, that should be let and not it. So we need to go through and see what other errors there are. Here, the equal's been left out. Again, these are all just kind of sloppy coding mistakes, but they need to be fixed. Let's see, the next one, let fuel field set, document, tag name. Look at this right here. I've got an opening double quote, but not a closing double quote in that field set. So we need to fix that. That makes that error go away. Still don't know what that one's to. Oh, it's much further down. Okay. This is an improper, you can see some of these right away. This is an improper way to define a function. So this needs an opening bracket, an opening parentheses. So there's that. Something else is going on there. Let's see what it says. See, I can just, in Visual Code, I can just roll over . Function verify acres is declared, but its value is never read. Oh, I see what it is now. This is, I did that backwards. Trying to go through it too fast. Sometimes the faster you go, the more mistakes you make. Okay, so now that's right. I look down the right edge now, and there's no mistakes. I'm seeing nothing else. So let's go ahead and save this. Do a Control S. I'm going to go ahead and close it. Close that. Oops, save it. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the live server thing again. Live server. Okay, so we're going to go and try this again. So I'm going to enter 5,000 acres. That's a pretty good farm. Wheat, 10 months. And I'm going to go with biodiesel. What if I want E85? Yep. So if you notice up here on the left-hand side, it's actually telling me what kind of tractor to get. So if I go with biodiesel, it's the B model. If I go with standard diesel, it's E325 3250D, which stands for diesel, and E is for ethanol, which is the E85. So it is functioning properly. Now we could have done that with the browser console as well, but I find working directly in Visual Code is a much more efficient way to do things. So either way, you're going to come up with the final end result working, because you're going to submit those files that we just got finished working on. And that's all there is to it. If you want to use the browser to do the debugging, it's pretty straightforward too. It's just that you can't save things as direct as I can with Visual Code. And Visual Code gives me all the stuff that I need to know. So if you have any other questions, post them on the discussion board or post messages to everyone on the message system within Blackboard. They've really made the message system much, much better on Blackboard. So I look forward to meeting you in either the online meetings or just through routine discussions about assignments going forward in the class. I am scheduling another online meetup for Tuesday night at 7, unless something comes up and I can't make that, but that is my plan right now. So have a great rest of your holiday weekend, and we'll see you online.